In this video, I'm going to tell you why I advise women over 40 not to do long distance running. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is about helping you, if you're a woman over 40, transform your body and get into fantastic shape. I'm going to talk about running today because I've done this myself. When we want to drop fat, what do? We increase our cardio. That's what we think we should do. And I'll just put up an image now. This is what I looked like when I was doing a ton of running. I was actually training for a half marathon. So I was probably doing 10 to 15 miles plus per week. And do you know what? I was gaining a ton of fat and I just couldn't shift it. I don't believe running is the best form of fat loss for women over 40, and actually I advise against it unless it's shorter distances. Today I'm talking about long distance running, so I'm not talking about 30-minute or 40-minute runs. Those are okay, but I would rather that you did that as HIIT intervals, which is sprint training. So you're doing sprinting and then taking something like 30 seconds to a minute rest. That's how you should perform your cardio. So what happens when we're running those longer distances, so I'm talking about over 40 minutes, is that we actually start to lose muscle mass. It's probably not a big problem when you're younger. So I know I did lots and lots of running when I was younger. I did all that half marathon training in my 30s. Didn't have any problem with it at all. But once I hit my 40s, that's when I noticed I wasn't dropping body fat and I was actually gaining weight. What happens is we lose muscle mass when we're running those long distances, and I'm talking about distances of more than 40 minutes. We start to lose muscle mass. And what does muscle do? Muscle helps us burn more fat. So what muscle does is actually increase our metabolism. And what happens when we're over 40 is we're already starting to lose a significant amount of muscle mass. So running is just going to add to that, and what that will do is decrease your metabolism, and what we want to do is build up our metabolism to make us more effective at burning fat. So of course long distance running actually does the opposite of what we want to do. And just as a side note, the other problem with running is it's really heavy on our joints. And so when we start to increase the distance, it can have a really damaging impact on some of our joints. And I know I get problems with my hip and my back. Long distance running is only going to exacerbate that. What we should do is actually build up our metabolism through strength training. That's the first thing. I recommend that we do strength training 4 times a week, and that should be our mainstay of exercise. Then in addition to that, and you can do this on the same day, during the same workout or after your strength training workout, is we incorporate high intensity interval training 3 times a week. And that only needs to be 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So if you want to turn your run into high intensity interval training, then do that. So we need to focus on strength training and high intensity interval training. And then the other big area is diet. And what I will do is link some videos in the description. So I do have a video on strength training and how to strength train for fat loss, which you should find really useful if you don't understand how to strength train for fat loss, because women, we need to strength train in a different type of way than men, for example. I will link a video in the description about HIIT workouts. I do have a couple of examples of HIIT workouts on YouTube. I'll link a video in the description of how to set up your diet plan. And those are the 3 things that I really recommend you do if you're looking to lose weight and you're over 40. So if you found this video useful, please do give it the thumbs up. and hit the subscribe button. And do let me know in the comments section what you think about running, good or bad. I know that it definitely worked in my younger days, but as I got older, it really didn't have an impact anymore. But it would be really interesting to hear from you and your experience. And don't forget, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram, where I do daily posts on all this stuff about losing weight and getting in shape for women over 40.